Begin investigation. And I probably can't go back to the top floor, talk to that other guy. Damn it. Okay, I screwed that up. Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere. Where was the killer? Okay. Logic.
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. Right. Okay, so, first things first. I mean, we could look at the crime scene, but I also want to look What are these shutters?
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant. Oh, don't worry, I will. A pity that a bronze statue knows not when a good drink has been spilt at its feet.
This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Hugo I Fly.
Hugo I Fly.
Hugo I Fly! Who is a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet.
Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect? A little bit, yes. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've been seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second.
Don't mention earthquakes.
And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. This toppled over chair. Yet another victim of the turbulence.
Ah, no! Look at all that grape juice stained in the back! It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was?
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to this plane.
Rocker Pals?
The Rocker Pals later sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them! They're all the rage! The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later.
Oh, I'll tell you what, them Rocker Pals are pretty damn good.
On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Now, he'd probably give you like one hell of a history about the Rocker Pals. Interesting, I can't examine this wine. Oh, wait. No, it'll just point to the chair, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, I was kind of hoping that it would be... Yeah, oh well.
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can only play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
That's not a piano! It's more like an overgrown music box!
Ah, but its keys depress along with the music as though there really is someone playing it.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty cool. Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. No, you're right. But it's still cool. Okay, the wine cabinet's open. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to show you my fanny, I guess. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. It's common courtesy, woman. This door leads to the flight attendant's room.
But please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great. However, to me it simply smells. Oh no, Edgeworth, I understand it. I really understand it. I've never been one for perfume, honestly. At least the smell of it. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door.
Perhaps we should turn to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. That door is gonna be important, isn't it? These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
You look like you're talking to the wine cabinet.
Touché.
I know! You tried showing me that earlier! Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
Okay, that was actually kind of funny. The clouds, they tell me nothing. Anything else over here I can look at? There are a few copies of Sky magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle. A particle from a participle.
Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle?
Case in point. Even I know what a freaking participle is. This one does. Oh, they're just gonna say the same thing, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. What or who is this?
This is a bronze statue of the founder of iFly Airlines, Mr. Hugo iFly. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him in his 80s.
They literally look the same. Did the man actually age in the span of 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. Nah, he probably aged extremely well. Alright. Oh, here we go. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean it up or someone might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. There's footprints! What is the important piece of evidence in this scene? It's these footprints! Look at this!
Take that!
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree that they are a set of footprints.
So, you think...
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
Hey, check everybody's shoe sizes as well as the bottoms of their feet. I don't think that will be of any help to us. But Edgeworth, I mean, it could help, especially if we look for any sort of, like, residue, like, that's not easy to clean off. Oh, he did mention that they were smudged, so yeah. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold.
How fucking big is this freaking airplane?
However, that requires a flight crew key card.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and the second, huh? The victim's body was found inside the elevator that connects first and second. Okay. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Alright. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling. Although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. If you're dead, say yes! He's alive, people! Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. We call that advanced necromancy. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Wound on the back of his head suggests blunt force trauma. But what caused it? Well, where did they figure that out? Even his glasses are broken. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder? Okay, we're already getting quite a bit here. Hold on. Okay, there's nothing new popping up whenever I go over that. I wonder what was hanging off his lanyard. Oh, it's called a lanyard! God, why was I struggling so badly there? Something's missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company, Mr. Eyefly. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right.
Which is ironically where the footprints go.
The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? Well, we don't know yet. It's a potential, but we don't know yet. Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point. I mean, of course. Oh. I guess that doesn't count as being worthy of examining, I guess. Anything in his hand? Nope. Alright. Logic time. Alright, so let's connect some thoughts here. We got blunt force trauma. Let's see. A statue with blood on it is lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes? Well, what is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Do you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it! I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
There's gotta be more. Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. Okay, looks like it got, Mr. Iffy piggy bank data jotted down in my organizer. Okay. Potentially, the murder weapon. Alright. Where was the killer? Let's try connecting these two thoughts. The pieces don't fit together quite right. What, really? Damn. And here I was onto something. Let's leave for right now. I guess I better continue looking around, I guess. Although I don't think there's anything else for me to look at here. Wait, hold on. Can we look inside his pocket? There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Looks like Borginia. Also, now we know what his little name tag is supposed to look like. Or that... Wait a minute, isn't that what's in the wallet? Photo of Mr. Hicks data jotted down on my organizer. Huh. Oh. It's time to deduce, huh? Are the spots not connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Eureka!
This crime scene completely contradicts this piece of evidence. No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry, but where?
Damn it! I thought I was gonna pull the fucker.
I swear, every time I think I'm on to something, and clearly, I'm not. Why? Why can't I do anything right? I swear, every time I try to do something well, if anything, I at least tried, I guess. Ah, I see the truth here in my mind's eye. I'll try to explain it in a simpler fashion for you.
All right.
There's something missing from this scene in front of me, and I'll show that what's off through that piece of evidence. Maybe I'm not supposed to deduce just yet. Oh! Oh! I was reading this wrong. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, so the murder potentially took place inside the elevator, which means these might connect. Let's see.
Yes, I was right. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. Philan could prove that the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. And logic got updated. Okay, so in the elevator with Hicks. So now, here we go. Because of the way the footprints are going, they're leaving the actual, it looks like they're heading toward the in-flight shop, which in the direction, it means it's leaving the elevator. So, that should connect then. Yes! I have it!
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at that victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Yes. Potentially, the killer himself. Well, lucky us. Okay, so... I guess now I can go ahead and... I don't know what to do. Let me see. Okay, so right now the only piece of logic we have left are the broken glasses, which means I don't think there's really anything we can actually connect. Wait a minute, no. There's two things left I have to do. I gotta talk to Nero, and I have to figure out what it is I need to deduce. I know, it has something to do with the freaking lanyard, I think. Which means, if it's not the wallet, then... So if it's not the wallet, then the only other thing that I think has any connection to the lanyard would be the photo, I think, because in the photo, we can see that there is this little thing on his lanyard. But unfortunately, on his body, we don't have it. So... Okay, I was right that time. Okay, good. Okay. I finally got to the right point, I think. Mr. Hicks' machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
His cell phone, Miss Tetsuro.
Ah, so I guess it's because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Missing... Oh, that's a cell phone? Who the fuck hangs their cell phone around their neck like that? Actually, if any of my comments kind of does that, I do apologize. It's just something I'm not used to. I don't really see that very often around here. We always just keep it in our pockets. But if somebody actually does do that, I deeply apologize if I insulted you or anything like that. You go. You're an awesome person. Y'all are awesome. Actually, fuck it. Everybody that's watching this video, you're awesome. I want you to know that. Wait, but I'm not... Wait, I have to talk to... Okay. I didn't even talk to her at all. Fuck! What's going on over there?
Unforgivable! This is unforgivable! Do you understand what I am saying? The movie is late! It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late.
But the movie...
What? I will not talk to you anymore! You're just wasting my time!
What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there's no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Do not tell me what to do! I need not to sit down! Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you're innocent yet?
If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
What? Nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there's room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine. Suit yourself.
I misread that as shoot yourself, so I'm like, with the gun motion he was doing, dear God.
I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? And then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal.
Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see. Hurry, do I look like his man who is having the time to wait for you?
Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here! Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast.
Rebuttal! I am certain I saw the victims of all the there. Hold it!
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time?
Of course I saw what is inside.
And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes! The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
This last outburst is a bit too important to let go. Oh, we got it. Okay.
Hold it!
Was he really alone?
Of course! I will bet even 1 cent.
A penny? A cheap ante for a cheap testimony. But if that's how you want to play it, I'll happily take your 1 cent.
Hold it!
Oh my lord, this man. I assume the pocket watch in this case is the one you kept checking. Is that correct?
Oh, you noticed. It is a very expensive antique, I'll have you know. The feeling is wonderful when I fully wind it up by hand.
It does look very well designed and quite classy.
I will have to charge you if you want to touch it.
That's quite all right. Let's continue with your testimony.
Huh, what a cheap man you are! Now return your time you wasted back to me! And if we must, I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator at 6 o'clock.
You are a very bizarre man, Mr. LeBlanc. It's true that I found the victim's body at 6:15.
And that's when I found the two of them as well.
You see, it all matches my testimony. Then you, the only persons allowed at that time must be the criminal.
I think I know what I gotta press, because he did expand his testimony with what he said, and I forgot to read it out loud. That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of.
No, no, no! Your silly opinion is what is mistaken.
Please calm down, the both of you. And since you're both mistaken,
Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. I spy a little hole in his words. As you wish, Mr. LeBlanc. I will now show you proof of my innocence. All right, here we go.
So, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
No. With this disproves it. Sorry, but you're wrong. Mr. LeBlanc,
What is it?
there is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice.
Yes. And? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled it. Oh my god, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. I fucking love the music so bad much. I need you to understand that. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Gesundheit.
can you please translate for us?
Whoa. Ma'am? That is, I don't think I don't think women are. I don't think you're supposed to be. You know what? I mean, go for it. Flaunt your stuff. Feel proud of your body, but there's a certain manner of decorum in certain positions of jobs that you know what? I'm not even gonna touch that. Nope. We're just gonna let this slide, I guess.
No way. That's totally impossible, I guess is what he said.
No way, that is totally impossible. I know there was another person in there. I saw with my own eyes.
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc? Please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? Are you? Oh my god, I didn't realize he had a little wiping of the sweat animation there.
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one!
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? Do dare you to have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
No, not at all. Please, forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Now, it's time for us to press him.
Hold it!
So, are you still upset now?
I'm always upset. The only time I'm not is when I have a piece of my art on my hands.
It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him.
But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. I was always checking the time over and over again.
Hold it!
Why were you so attentive to that time? Like, seriously.
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. The movie starting time. So if this line over here represents 5 o'clock, then the movie, we get drinks before 6, and then after 6 is whenever the movie starts, and from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock is how long the movie goes. He was pissed off that the movie didn't start immediately at 6 o'clock. Really? Listen, I'm a sucker for schedules. I understand that. I really do. But bro!
Return back to me my time in money. You understand the point?
Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Summary of the plot and the start time. Interesting.
They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim und Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights.
Wait, is that movie banned in your country, dude?
I looked forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I could not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very, very late.
Hold it! Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about that, if that's alright.
The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times.
So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine?
Yes. I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim and Murder.
Mr. Nero, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident?
Nonsense. You doubt me?
No! Now stop pointing at me like that! Odd. How did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see?
I checked my pocket watch a great number of times, that much I know for sure.
Wait a minute. Oh, I can't go to my organizer. Fuck. There was something in the Sky magazine that hold on. All time shown correspond to our departure time zone. He probably maybe in Borginian time zone, maybe. Maybe that's the problem that we're having here. You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes, of course. I'm a very busy man. I'm immediately busy when I land. I have had many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch.
No time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made.
Huh. Flatter me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me.
That's all right. All I require is this piece of testimony. Well. Since you only happened to see him, it's possible that you missed something in that glance.
Even if I only happened, I did not miss a thing.
And how can you be so sure?
Just because.
I would appreciate it if you didn't take my life so lightly with a simple just because.
Huh. Well, then I was only making a joke. I saw Mr. Hicks, all right?
Hold it!
This man's dialogue is really expanding. Is it possible that someone was hiding inside?
What? You dare insult me? I have belief in my eyesight. When I look for art to sell, I am told often I have great sight for the arts.
I think the phrase you were looking for was great sense, although that's debatable. But isn't it possible someone was just outside of your line of sight?
You are persistent. I tell you, I looked clearly.
Okay, so this is the last one. Holy shit! Why do you insist that you're absolutely not mistaken?
Because when I say I'm not wrong, I am not wrong.
Mr. LeBlanc, if I may, I think beyond misconceptions and mistakes lies the truth.
Funny. That suspiciously mirrors something I told her only a little while ago.
I honestly don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying.
I don't think he's lying either. But I think he might be mistaken about something.
Mistaken?
Yes, and I'm going to correct his mistake recollection with evidence.
And this professional attendant shall witness the prowess of a professional prosecutor.
Looks like she's already enjoying this. Not started, so I took my pocket watch many times. Set to my destination's time. I always set it when I board the plane. See, now there's like two statements here that I can technically present to, either the second one or... I think it might be this one that I have to present to. My watch is set to my destination's time. I always set it when I board the plane. So I think what I should present is the Sky magazine because of the timing that's put onto it.
Objection!
Okay, looks like I was right. All right, good. Delightful. Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board.
Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this. Now look, if you believe the Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Miss Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhengfa. Zhengfa?
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now, we are still running on Bulgarian time.
What?
The time difference between Bulgaria and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule.
What?
The fuck was that face? Looking like friggin' Beavis and Butthead shit, jeez. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
My 1,000,000 cents!
Well, this definitely changes things quite a bit. So, in the time that he saw Mr. Hicks, there is a 3 hour and 15-minute gap.
Okay.
That definitely changes things. This should clear up all of the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim into the elevator at 3 a.m., It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing?
I've got something to say.
What is this music? And you are?
Yeah, I'm Cammy Meal. I'm a flight attendant.
Cammy Meal?
Cammy Me Eel.
Cammy Me Ill.
I'm ill!
And what is it you wish to say?
Well, I think your story's a little different from how I remember it.
What do you mean, Cammy?
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were part of the transfer point.
Whoa! Hold up. A message from Mr. iFly. This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhangfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask that all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation. Ah, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhangfa, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones board this flight?
No, not a single person got off or on in Zhangfa.
What about the flight crew? Oh my god, look at this lady's fucking grin. Dear God. She's just out of it. Like there's nobody piloting right now. There's nobody at the driver's seat.
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off, but eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Okay.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Acme Hicks was, there in his seat when he took off again at 5 a.m.
Okay, received from Miss Cammy Meal.
Chamomile.
Chamomile! Oh my god! Chamomile tea, I just got the pun! Chamomile! Fuck it, I need to get myself some chamomile tea now, just for that. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m.
Okay, now what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhangfa.
You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you are the only one who could be the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do we explain the footprints?
Is that not that obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge, waited to kill him, and then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge? Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
What? Do you have another idea?
I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Oh, is there something that I can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? Okay. Well, the only other thing that leads to another location would have to be the footprints, so...
Take that!
These footprints, in which direction do you think these are headed?
That would be the in-flight shop.
Correct. They are headed in the direction of the shop.
But they look disconnected. They end all of a sudden.
You are right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there is another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. The statue? Besides the footprints, what else points to the in-flight shop? Oh, the iffy piggy bank. Because, you know, usually on display at the in-flight shop, found at the crime scene with blood on it. Yeah, it'd be this.
Take that!
The murder weapon, this little piggy bank, is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point! It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
Is there no way to win with this man?
If I may.
Tetsuro?
What is it?
You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it, Miss Tetsuro, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then you were on the first floor?
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now? Is that I want to know.
What?
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
Oh. What is it now?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop?
No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right.
Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What? What is the meaning of this, Miss Tetsuro?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet here you are.
You, flight attendant, what are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
It's pull the wool over your eyes, but he's got the spirit.
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda.
What the?
Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Tetsuro, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
What the fuck?
Looks like I get to be in charge now. You didn't even get the chance to talk to her, did you? No. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would follow me, I'll be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Tetsuro that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. No! My top priority— Oh, I don't have the partner button anymore! God damn it, I missed my opportunity! Anyway,
Oh, I am really mad. You had better hurry and bring me to be some evidence.
if you could wait just a little longer while we look into the shop.
Don't even number the birds before they are born.
Don't number the... What? I have no idea what he's trying to say. I don't even know what the fuck he's trying to say. What the fuck am I trying to say? Don't count your chickens before they hatch, perhaps? All I ask of you is your patience and cooperation. Right. Miss Meal, about investigating the in-flight shop. You're of no use to me asleep. Wake up!
Hey, what's up?
I need you to come with me so I can search the shop.
Go on ahead without me. I'll catch up with you later.
How has this woman not been fired yet? I have no gosh diddly darn idea how. Okay. Okay, already right off the bat, broken glass. Excuse me? March 12th, 8:32 a.m., flight I-39, first floor in-flight shop. So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on! You can't clean up a potential crime scene! Also, 50% off sale. Nice.
Thank goodness, I hate cleaning so much.
I can tell. I mustn't rush things here. I must remain calm. I'm sorry, cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There's a very good chance that the killer has paid his place a visit.
In-flight shop, begin investigation.
I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me about whatever.
So what do you think about what has happened regarding this case?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite!
Yeah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around. You know. So don't forget that, okay?
How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep?
Well, you know what really show your thanks? You see that item for sale over there?
Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. I ain't buying your shit. God damn it, woman. What are these?
Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
This is arguably the most gaudy thing I think I've ever seen. Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world you try, then buy.
No way! But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane? That's a good question.
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Mr. iFly heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't look like he's just about to jump out at you.
It is certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined tastes. You looked like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was going to finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done, though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with!
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Miss Tetsuro designed this?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go along with it. It's so bleh.
It sounds like Meal does not like Tetsuro.
Yeah.
Miss Tetsuro designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Ah!
You okay?
I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Meal. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation. Plane shaking caused it to roll. In flight, the suitcase displays can be hazardous. The fuck?
Here, I'll put it back.
That was concerning. Just a tiny bit concerning, but valuable information. There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Okay, then how about you buy something for me then, as a present?
I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything.
But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time.
Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk. She's laying it on thick, goddamn. The glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. But there's evidence it could potentially be that something was in there. Wait. Actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat? Does the captain's hat go to the statue? I mean, it would make sense. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Meal is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly. Also, yeah, I just saw it. The toy does have a hat, which means that the statue needs to have had a hat, right? Actually, you know what? Give me a second. I want to look at this real quick. It's missing its hat. Anyway.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? That's concerning. There are all kinds of luxury name brand merchandise for sale in this display case. And they're lined up in just such a manner as to scream, "Buy me!" to any passerbys. Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale.
We saw a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one?
I sense this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Probably. Nothing about that either. Okay, logic time. Okay, so here's the thought. Captain's hat, murder weapon. Connect. The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? A flight attendant would not necessarily need to do that. If they've got the credentials and the key, they should be able to open up, so there'd be no reason to break it. Although, the turbulence could have made it slide off and break through the glass.
Really?
Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything?
I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at it. Yes! I won't rest until I've inspected every sufficient looking cranny! Because I can English? Help! The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank? But it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly.
Ah!
What is it?
I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth, it hurts.
Please tell me you can do such a minor cut on your own. My God, woman, you're weird. Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator?
Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder of iFly Airlines, Mr. Hugo iFly. On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one. The middle shelf is the realistic one. And on the top shelf, that's the floral version.
Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess. You just said the first thing that came to your mind, right?
No?
Looks like I hit the bullseye. Okay. I was hoping we could look at them individually. Hi, Dr. Phil at the bottom. iFly Airlines related books line the shelf. The history of iFly Airlines, the future of iFly Airlines, the 7 wonders of iFly, Phaeton iFly Airlines, working name, Go You Airlines, I love flying. The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. Well, I can make a deduction. Is a spot mark connected to any evidence I hold? Yes. There is definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get the Mr. Iffy bank, there's the iFly bank, there's no glass on the inside, which means the turbulence must have caused it to break outward. There should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope, no there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over the turbulence and right over the glass. Right through the glass. Fuck.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at the time, too.
That's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Mr. iFly from here after the turbulence. The plane shook so much during it that it made a huge mess of the shop. Yes! And it got updated. Girl, do you... is it called sleep? No, it's not sleep apnea. Oh my god, what the hell is that term where you can fall asleep randomly? Fuck, I can't remember what it is, but you guys know what I'm talking about. She might have that. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking!
What?
But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility.
But then what if, when the killer went to take Mr. iFly, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could've.
Oh, and who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda Tetsuro, I mean, it's possible. Let's see. Okay, so these have to go, like, these probably go together. Turbulence and suitcase. It really goes to show, like, everything like, this shop is a fucking nightmare. I'm pretty sure if we had a fire marshal or some safety manager to come in here, they would, like, goddamn, they would scrutinize the absolute hell out of this place. So, like, this makes sense to me. This turbulence is a very big key factor. Yes! There we go. Yes. There is definitely something wrong here.
Huh? What's the sun yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. They totally is strange, like the color and such.
Why do you sound like you have a serious grudge against Miss Rhoda? That's not what I'm talking about! Now pay attention!
Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, look a bit uptight, don't they? I guess they take after their creator.
Oh, she definitely has she's got a hate boner for Rhoda. Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Oh, shit, immediately. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she just heard what you just said.
What's wrong? She makes a good point. It'd be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. Oh, one of them has brakes on them. Like that's meant to stop them, but for some reason this one doesn't? What the fuck?
Take that!
There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh?
As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And...
So, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Well, is there gonna be something inside it? Oh, I'm a little bit worried about that now. Like, why is this considered, like... Sure, it's very brightly colored, but it's not that bad. This was apparently designed by Miss Tetsuro herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Yes, perhaps that is the best way to put it. Well, I guess that's not really different. Guess we'll open it. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what is inside. A piece of bloody cloth! And it's soaked with blood!
It's blood!
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Damn!
So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used a suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps.
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used a suitcase to transport is... Oh my god! The body! Right?
Take that!
Something that wouldn't fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? Dear Lord. Bloody cloth jotted down in my organizer.
But...
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly.
I'm about to doze off.
What is it?
Nothing. Just that. I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Rhoda!
I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr.
Oh, why is it so hard to voice women? Ugh.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sounds like fun! We can camp out and watch over everything together.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. But... And yet, regarding what Miss Meal reminded me about Mr. Nero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light! Dear God! Oh, okay. Would anybody blame me if I split this into 2 episodes? Because, dear God. Okay. So, we're on an airport, or an airplane.
We have a crazy man who I gave a slightly offensive accent to.
We have a girl that, like, falls asleep randomly. I forgot what the condition's called.
And a very suspicious flight attendant. Interesting. Edgeworth, my dude, you just can't catch a break, can you? But other than that, that is where I shall stop for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and if you all like this, be sure to let me know. I'm going to go rest my throat. See y'all in the next video, baby. Peace.